the taint is basically God's elbow skin.
Wait, wouldn't elbow skin be God's elbow skin?
Welcome to Then You Ruined It, a podcast where two friends who refuse to meet in real life give each other plenty of reasons to stick to that opinion.
I have an alarm on my phone. You know how you can set certain alarms and you say, turn this one on for this day or off for that day at different times.
Right.
Usually these are, I've used them before to like take son to baseball, pick up daughter from violin, stuff like that. Like, you know, things I need to do certain days of the week at certain times. But I also have one that gets me up every day that I can't rely on my normal alarm clock. And all it says is, wake up, numbnuts. And I remember when I set this alarm was when it was just me and my son at my parents' house for like a week. But I honestly don't remember if the alarm is telling me, numbnuts, wake up, or if it's telling me, hey, go wake up your son, who is numbnuts. So somewhere there's a numbnuts and they need to wake up, but I'm not sure who anymore.
I mean, that's a naming problem right there. If you'd made sure that you were numbnuts and he was nitwit, then you wouldn't have a problem.
I don't have like a go-to insult for him. Ironically, I do have one for my daughter, and it's poop salad. And I don't know why.
Oh, I'm sorry, but we're going to need an answer on that.
I just heard the phrase once, and I'm like, poop salad, that's hilarious. And so I would call her pooper duper before, like, oh, how's my little pooper duper doing? And then like, hey, poop slice. Hey, poop McGee. And then poop salad, and I'm like, I know, that one just fits. I think we're going to stick with poop salad. So I call her poop salad all the times.
Okay.
So if I had one that said, wake up, poop salad, I would know what to do. But, I call him numbnuts, I call me numbnuts.
I mean, it sounds to me like you need to widen your vocabulary a bit.
No, because it's such a perfect word to call somebody. A male, like
obviously,
it does feel kind of weird to call a woman numbnuts.
It's definitely a gendered put down.
It's not even really a put down though. It's like poop salad. Poop salad is very generic. Like, I'm not saying you are literally a salad made of poop. I'm just saying, hey, this is something fun to say, and I'm going to say it referring to you.
But that's not true because numbnuts is derogatory. Poop salad, I don't know what the hell that means. So yeah, somebody calls somebody poop salad, I again definitely have to raise my hand and be like, explain. Why poop salad and where, when? Like, I need all the different answers to this question. But numbnuts definitely, especially because the way you say it. You don't just say, like, hey, numbnuts. It's always numbnuts. You hit the N. Numbnuts. It's because they're dumb. They've done something dumb.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with your nuts being numb?
I don't know where it came from. I'm just saying what it means. I have plenty of things I call people when I was a kid, but I have no idea what it meant.
I think a lot of them are just things that feel good to say. Like, the mouthfeel of a word is very underrated. But numbnuts, it sounds really good to come out of your mouth. And, you know, it's kind of funny. It sounds like it's derogatory. We're talking about nuts. You're a nut, or you've got nuts, and numb rhymes with dumb. So yeah, ha ha ha. You can't feel your testicles. But no, it's just fun to say. It's like fart knocker, or turd burglar, or poop salad. They're just fun to say.
Turd burglar is fun because that's ridiculous. Fart knocker is one that came from Beavis and Butthead, and everybody immediately loved fart knocker. And like you said, it's a fart knocker. It's just, it rolls off the tongue. It is a perfect way of calling somebody stupid or ridiculous for whatever reason. That's one of my favorites ever. Fart knocker.
But it's so generic that it's like, it doesn't really have like a specific thing. Like, a mean insult has to be something. Like, if I were to call my son Q-tip because he's got big poofy hair and a skinny body, like, that would be mean because I'm very specifically going after him. But if I call him dillweed, that's just something that's, you know, fun to call somebody.
These days, if I'm an adult, you know, so if somebody called me something like that, I'd have to come right back with one that's similar. You're like, what were you thinking, dillweed? It's like, I don't know, asswipe. It's like, if we're just going to keep firing across the bow on each other, then I got to be ready. You know, I got to go pull back to my growing up in Kansas days.
I don't know if that's on the same level. Like, there are like degrees of words, and dillweed's a little sillier. I think that's kind of on the, like, a good response for dillweed might be even butt munches too.
Dillweed works again because it's the mouthfeel. Because dillweed just sounds like you're dim, and weed just works because, you know, it's derogatory in general. So, but it's actually a spice. So the first time I saw dillweed in the store, I was like, what? They started naming stuff after Beavis and Butthead put downs? That's weird. That's weird product inclusion.
Start going through this spice, right? Like, come on, they gotta have douchebag in here somewhere.
Yeah. I knew it. Fart knocker. Smells like thyme.
Okay, there's something there to rename all your spices after high school boy put downs. I need 2 tablespoons of chode wax. I don't know.
Chode wax. Oh, God.
One that we haven't used.
I mean, gosh. Again, I need to hang out with that crew, and then they would all just come back to me. Turd Burglar and Fart Knocker are ones that take me back. I'll admit, I feel a lot of nostalgia for those two.
They're great ones. They're both good ones.
They are.
Anything fecal related.
Yeah. Some people will try way too hard and just combine words. It's just like, no, that's not a thing. No, it's like poop salad, honestly. It's like, no, that's going to be a thing.
No, poop salad's good. Poop salad is the fart knocker of the next generation.
A, ridiculous.
I'm making it happen.
B, no, you're not.
I'm making this happen. This podcast shall be my platform. I'm going to introduce a new word every week. We're going to change vernacular. I will bend Gen Z slang to my will because Gen Z listens to this podcast.
Yeah, that's not a thing. Nobody's going to take you up on that and be like, oh, yeah, totally. I know my favorite put downs were, yep, I think I will put up a poll. I will say which one's better, Fart Knocker or Dillweed, but I have to watch it because I have a son that will, you know, catch that stuff and try and throw it back at his classmates possibly, and then I get in trouble, or just my wife just looking at me just like, why did you say that to either of our children? It's like, no, you're right. That's not me. That's not fun I have to apologize to them. It's like,
No. Okay. I will stand for a lot of things, but I will not have you misrepresent yourself to the people that you should be the most honest with. That is you. That's very much you. You are the kind of person that would call your son a butt munch. You did.
No, I don't think I did. No, I try and keep it as like G-rated as possible because he's still in first grade. So I go with like silly goose. It's like the worst thing I would call him to his face. Because I don't want to give him something that's...
Then why are you apologizing?
I don't want to give him...
Say, no, that's not me.
A really good one because, again, he'll be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to use that all the time. And then he'll tell his friends, and then they'll just, you know, up the ante. And before I know it, they're just the most foul-mouthed little boys. And I'm just like, I mean, I started
not
with...
even escalating that. That is going to happen regardless. As soon as they are out of earshot, I guarantee you, your little 5-year-old is dropping F-bombs left, right, and center.
No, I don't think so. Because when he says something at home, he looks like I have to go like throw myself off the deck. It's like I shouldn't have done that. So no, he's still well in line. He's in first grade. He's going to, trust me. I know it will, and I know I've definitely heard how young boys talk when they think nobody's around. It's like, whoa, you can't say that. Like, as a human being, you can't say that. I never would have thought to when I was your age, and I hope nobody else in the history of the world ever will.
So what we got to do is we need to take it upon ourselves to be the change we want to see in the world and solve this problem. We got to come up with some new words for young men to call each other.
I mean, it's hard to come up with words because, you know, there's only so many of them, and a lot of them have been used and even combined.
Right. Well, but, you know, all these are just words combined. None of the words that we mentioned were created whole cloth. They're all combinations of existing words that just have the appropriate level of meanness and good mouthfeel to be fun. Like, there's got to be more out there that I mean, let's be honest, we hit Fart Knocker and we're like, it's not getting any better than this. We've stood on the shoulders of giants, but, you know, there's always more, there's always that next level. I think there's more to do. I think there's more that we can be as a species and new words that we can call each other. I refuse to just sit by and let Fart Knocker be the best thing that we ever get. Like, come on, there's more.
All right. No judgment and no, like, explain that one. Like, what does that mean? What's the nomenclature? Doesn't matter. Shit doctor.
Okay. Doctor's a good word.
It is.
Doctor's a good one. But the problem is there is you're actually cussing. This has to be something you'd let your son say.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was that was, I thought it was just come up with words in general. Okay.
Also, that just makes it sound like you're calling someone a really bad doctor, which is kind of like has very specific thing. But you're onto something with doctor.
Okay. Maybe so it's the profession I should focus on.
Well, just the phrase doctor. It's kind of like knocker. It's got that knocker doctor. That's a fun thing to call a plastic surgeon, but
It's a confusing thing to say. It's a hard one to say. It's more of a tongue twister.
what about taint doctor?
Taint doctor? Okay. That's derogatory because why would you be just the doctor of taint? You definitely should aim higher, literally and figuratively.
Dude. We have people who are specific to just the foot or just the knee. I think the taint is biologically complex enough to need its own specialty. Also, no, it doesn't. That's why it's an insult.
Yeah, I was going to say, no. As I've heard described, the taint is basically God's elbow skin.
Wait, wouldn't elbow skin be God's elbow skin?
Ooh,
Elbow doctor.
I think it just looks
That's a
like
good
that.
one for a kid to use.
Elbow doctor. No, that's just...
Elbow doctor.
That is something I would hear my son call somebody and be like, okay, come here. We got to talk. You got to up your game. That's terrible.
All right. Well, let's keep workshopping.
Taint doctor. I like taint doctor. That's a good start.
Okay, tank doctor's one. What about nose wanger?
It's not like you tried to be British and failed spectacularly. You old nose wanger. No, that doesn't work.
Okay. I like the ng. There's something about ng.
Okay. Like the sound or the like UNG or like what do you...
Yeah, the sound ng. Like that's like wanger, dinger, clinger, cumbringer.
That's worse than the first one I came up with.
All right.
Cum is I think unofficially and officially off the table. That is one you cannot work into anything without having everybody in the room, adult and child alike, going, well, no, that's not true. Children will just say, what does that mean? The adults will say, like, no, you don't say that one.
Okay.
First time I heard that used in a put down, I was like, ooh, that's filthy. You can't say that. You shouldn't call anybody that. That's mean. So I still think that.
Okay.
Think of not derogatory. Think of euphemisms that are just universally funny. I think wang. Wang is universally funny. Not wanger. You're trying too hard with that, but just wang. Just a wang is funny.
Okay.
Dong is also funny.
All right.
Okay, I'm just going to go with euphemism for penis. Let's just go with that. Let's just stick to this one very small subgenre.
All right.
Wang, dong, peen. Not penis. Peen. P-E-E-N.
I keep coming back to dong slice, but I don't like that.
That one's very complimentary, it feels like. And also exclusive to Pauly Shore. Yeah, what's up, dong slice?
Oh, yeah, if you say it like Pauly Shore, that does work.
Yeah.
What's up, my dong slice?
Because dong has it. You have to hang. Again, both figuratively and literally, you have to hang on the dong. Dong slice.
Okay. Well, maybe there's something there. I think what we really need to do right now, Jason, is resurrect the greatest character from the history of our shows, foul-mouthed E.T. Give me all these in your E.T. voice.
I don't remember. I have to get back in my ET-ness. Okay, I got a point with my finger. I got a weird finger. It glows. Oh, wag slice. Cum gobbler. See, that one doesn't work. It's too filthy. You have to go middle of the road.
It was cum bringer.
Yeah, I know, but I used one that I've actually heard. Yours sounds like a movie you discovered when you're in like 1985 that you want to tell your friends about. You're like, man, I don't know. They'll think I'm too weird if I show them this. But then you finally do.
only
They finally
one
watch it themselves one time, and then they bring it up, and you're just like, man, if only I'd been the one to show them Cumbringer. It's like their favorite. It's like the best cult classic now, and you wish you'd been the one to tell them about it. That's all I can think of when I think of that. It's like a lost Arnold Schwarzenegger film.
Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger with Pauly Shore. Why did we never make that happen?
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Then You Ruined It. If you enjoy our flavor of nonsense, please like and subscribe wherever you found us. And please share with your friends and cooler family members.